Put on your shorts and join the soft parade. Hi folks, it's Brainmuffin back. Hello YouTube and the world and VidMe and Minds and everybody else. It's Brainmuffin back with another beer review. Today we have Shorts Brew Soft Parade. Now this is a high grav beer. It's listed at 7.5%. It does list on here high grav ale fermented with blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries. And they do not have the Oxford comma, and I think that's stupid. If you want my opinion on the Oxford comma, it should always be there. That's my opinion. It makes sense logically, it makes sense grammatically. Ooh, wow. This is listed as a fruit beer. Looks like it's artificially carbonated. And because I'm running out of glassware, I'm going to use my tasting cup from Jungle Jim's Beer Fest 2010. I have used it before. It has shown up on here. It's the last time my brother and my cousin and I all went. My cousin has not been to one in years, as far as I remember, not since then. She still works for Jungle Jim's, but she's moved to Nashville with her new husband. If you ever meet her, she's about 5'2" and blonde, so we really look nothing alike, although we are first cousins. Her dad and my dad are brothers. We also talked about that before. Very fruity beer. What I like about this is it's very clean, but it does have some of the coloring from the fruit. It's I can tell it's right by now, it's very carbonated, but I can also tell that it's high in alcohol. So what I suspect is that it's steeped in secondary. There might be some thrown into the mash too, or it's part of the boil kettle. Because it has that feeling like it's just pulled out by the alcohol, not by steeping. So you get a bit different flavor and aroma there. That is very interesting. I have had this before. It's listed as a fruit beer and untapped. There's mid-mouth, there's this it's almost like a thickness that shows up. A mouthfeel it's like very watery and poof, it's got a sudden mouthfeel and then it's gone. It's very interesting. You can definitely sense the alcohol. It's 7.5%. But because of the fruitiness, this drinks very smoothly, and that's bad. Whoa, there's more in there than I thought. There's a bit of yeast residue, so it's probably not artificially carbonated because, you know, I'm not an expert. It is a little more cloudy now, and I'm betting the yeast was supposed to be guzzled in there with it. Now, I've previously given this beer a 3.75, which I think is a bit harsh. It's definitely a 4.5, if I can find the half through my glasses. And we'll check into that. I can understand calling it a fruit beer, but it's not your typical, we added fruit to this because there's no flavor. There is a malt backbone there, but it's not distinct. So it's providing some of the sweetness and some of the mouthfeel, but the flavor is predominantly the various fruits. So you have strawberries, raspberry, blueberries. Strawberries and raspberries I can get very well. The blackberries and blueberries are a little tougher for me to find. It's definitely raspberry on the nose. It hits the strawberries pretty hard. Oh, there's blueberry. Near the back, as you kind of take it in. And the blackberries, there is a slight fruity tartness. It's very slight, and blackberries tend to be a little tart. And I'm guessing that's I'm not getting distinct blackberry flavor, but I definitely get a tartness. Very late, very subtle. It just kind of says hello and goes away. It's just enough tartness, and it kind of provides a little bit of that, like if you suck on a sweet tart, you kind of sweat. It provides that, and then the alcohol is just kind of there. What's dangerous, this is why I said this is a dangerous beer, because it doesn't feel like a 7.5%. The fruitiness gives it a lot of sweetness, and it's easy to think, this is just a 3%, you know, say a Framboise or a Creek or something like that. They're very low in alcohol. Some of those only below 2%. Very fruity beers. This is not one of them. but it drinks like one of them. So you could definitely feel you're going to feel 7.5% pretty nicely with this, and especially as easy as it is to drink. So I've raised it up to 4.5 because I think I was a bit of I probably had this at a bottle share, and I probably had it late in the night. I don't know. But it's definitely better than the 3.75 that I previously gave it, so I'm going to rate it up higher. It has been sitting out. It does have a nice, it's not ice cold, so it has a nice balance. I'm beginning to think that mouthfeel is probably the yeast. So the yeast presence is very nice. It's just real subtle. But it is a beer that is fruity, and it is a beer that features fruit as the primary flavors. But that 7.5% is going to kick you before you know it. All right, so have you had Soft Parade by Shorts Brew? Have you had any else of theirs that you want me to review? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for clicking subscribe. That really helps. If you want to know when I upload videos, because it is sporadic because of my crazy schedule, click on the bell and you will be notified. That's kind of a new feature, and you'll be notified when I upload these. I tend to upload them in kind of weird ways, sometimes late at night, sometimes on weekends. All right. Thank you very much, and we will see you later. Bye. Soft Parade. It's not a shandy. It says it's a high grab. 7.5. Yeah, that's high.